The Golden Feather, the Indigenous Poultry Revolution in Western and North Rift, Kenya. Across the lush landscapes of Bungoma, Kakamega and Nandi counties, this dawn brings more than just light. It brings a new kind of economic independence. For decades, indigenous poultry was a backyard hobby. A few birds kept for a rainy day, but today a quiet revolution is taking place across these three counties. In the heart of Webuye, Bungoma County, we meet Jacqueline. Her morning doesn't start with a commute, but with the sound of over 100 birds. Jacqueline is part of a group of women who have turned traditional knowledge into commercial success. She specializes in improved Kienyeji breeds that grow faster and produce more eggs, yet remain hardy enough for the local climate.
Mimi ni mkulima wa kuku, huwa nafuga kuku. Niko na site ya kuku 100 na hizi kuku zimenisaidia sana cause mayai yake ni improved kienyeji. Huwa nauza mayai nikipata pesa nikilipia watoto wangu school fee. Huwa nauza mayai nikinunua chakula ya watoto wangu. Huwa nauza mayai na nisaidia sana. Pia kuna zile kuku zenye huwa zinafika mahali zinakosa kuteka mayai, alafu nauza tu kuku zenyewe kwa hotel, kwa supermarket na kwa wakulima wenye wako karibu. Timetable yangu ya kwanza, kuanzia asubuhi lazima uamke mapema, uangalie kuku zako ziko aje, zinaendelea aje, alafu usafishe vyombo. Ukimaliza kusafisha vyombo, uipee chakula pamoja na maji hapo ndani. Alafu mchana unapatilisha tena, unaenda kukwarusha hiyo ile nini yako, sawdust yako ichanganyike kwa imekaa hapo. Alafu ukimaliza hivyo, kuna wakati inafika kama saa 8 hivi unaokota mayai. Ukimalizana tena saa 7, saa 9 hivi unaosha zile vyombo, alafu unaipea tena chakula. Alafu jioni unahakikisha ya kwamba kuku zako zimeingia sote kwa nyumba na siko sawa. Unahesabu namba ya kuku vile ilikuwa, kama ni 100 utahesabu kama iko 100 ama umekuwa pengine moja imepotea ama iko yote. So hiyo naifanya daily. Faida yenye tumepata kama mimi ni mkulima kibinafsi, nimepata mayai, kuku zenyewe, si nilisema ninauza, napelekea watoto wangu shule, nauza hizi kuku, napata chakula ya watoto, nauza hizi kuku pia kwa hoteli kubwa kubwa, nimejulikana. Hiyo imeonekana kama ni faida kwangu. Faida ingine ni kwamba hii nini yake, kinyesi yake tunapata, alafu tunapandia mboga. Mboga zinamea vizuri kabisa. Ukipanda na hii nini yake, kinyesi ya kuku, na unajua nini hiyo sasa, ukipanda na hiyo kinyesi ya kuku, mboga zinaenda speed sana. Alafu sasa tena unafuna zile nini mboga, unaletea kuku zingine unauza. Hiyo faida nimepata kwa wingi.
Nearby in Kakamega County, Vivian has mastered the art of brooding. she knows that a chick's first few weeks are a matter of life and death.
We have a brooder that has 2 compartments. So at the bottom compartment, we can house about 300 birds, even the top one. The brooder has a system that regulates the temperature and the humidity. So before we bring in the birds, what we do is that we clean it up. We do fumigation, clean it up, at least for 1 week, just before the chicks come in. So like a day before they come in, we've already bought the wood shavings, not sawdust, wood shavings, the ones that you get from the carpenter. Yeah. So we dry, we put them in the sun to dry, and then we put them in the brooder. It's usually like about almost 7 inches, like a mattress for the chicks. Yeah. And then we spread, it's called dudu dust, just to make sure that the place is completely clean and there are no insects or anything. Then when the chicks come in, we already have bought charcoal, and we also make, I think they're called briquettes, whereby you mix soil and charcoal dust, the ones that remains from the charcoal. Yeah, you make a ball, then you dry them in the sun. So when we light the jiko, then we add the briquettes that we have made, the heat lasts longer. So like in our case, when we light in the morning, it will go up to evening, and then evening up to morning. So we don't have to keep adding charcoal and stuff like that. So basically what birds need, the chicks, they want heat, because they don't have a mother. The mother hen is not there, so I am the mother hen. So we give them a lot of heat, and we regulate to the temperature that we have. We have different alternatives. We can do charcoal and those balls. We can do electric. We can do solar. And sometimes power can fail you, so we have all the alternatives. But we make sure, like in the first week, the temperature is at 34 degrees for the chicks to be okay. In the second week, it's at 32 degrees. Then after that, because they've already grown the feathers and all that, they're big enough to take care of their heating needs. So clean water is compulsory. The water that you can also drink is the same water that I give to the chicks. So day 1, when they come, we normally prepare a little water for drinking, but we pour something called chick start, which is anti-stress. Because the birds have traveled from wherever they've come from, they are stressed out, they are tired, they need energy. They're given that in water, and then we pour some liquid paraffin. This liquid paraffin is supposed to open up their system so that when they start feeding, the food can just go smoothly. So that's the first thing that we give them for energy boosting and opening up their system. Then we give them the feeds, and by the time they're coming, we've already like heated the brooder for like about 2 hours. It is actually warm, and if the chicks are okay, good quality, once they enter there, in a few minutes you'll start seeing they're jolly, they're happy with the environment, they're drinking water and stuff like that. So food, water, and heat, and a clean environment. The sawdust actually helps with the warmth, yeah, and usually at night sometimes they will huddle together to keep each other warm. But because we're also using the jikos and the heaters, when they're feeling cold, they'll gather around where the heat is. When it is too much, they'll go away from the heat. So you can be able to tell, even without looking at the temperature, whether they are okay inside the brooder.
The impact is tangible. Vivian has used her poultry profits to fund an irrigation system for her fruit crops, while Jacqueline has diversified into dairy farming.
Saa hii kuku imenipatia faida, hata nimeshanunuako tayari. Zile za kwanza niliuza, nikanunua ng'ombe. So nimeona ufugaji wa kuku ni kazi mzuri kwangu, inanipa mapato, watoto wangu wanaenda shule, watoto wangu wanakula, pia wanakijiji wanapata kuku zile zenye ziko improved hapo kutoka hapa. Tunaweka zinaangua. Kuna mayai ingine wanapeleka kwa incubator, inaangua, alafu ninauza tena hizo vifaranga. Alafu nimeona inachukua sehemu ile ndogo kabisa kufuka kuku. Sioni kama iko na inachukua nini kubwa, ile shamba kubwa ama sehemu kubwa. Sasa najifunia ufukaji wa kuku kosi iko na faida nyingi. Haichukui muda mrefu kama mwaka, sijui miaka ngapi, ni miezi 6 tu umeanza kufuna.
It's actually the one that is helping me install the irrigation system on the farm. I've already bought water tanks. I've already done the pump. I already have the pipes. So it's just connecting the tanks, and I'll be doing irrigation on the entire farm because of the chicken. So the profits that come from there, I've redirected them there. But we will pay back from the farm when the money comes back to the chicken. So now we are vaccinating. I think I've always loved the idea of doing poultry farming, the idea of having eggs. I think as a mother, maybe at some point I was looking at the nutrition bit of it. My children love chicken, but also I guess I also wanted to get a coin out of the business venture. And for me, I feel like it's easy to deal with the small birds than the big ones, the cows and all those. Yeah, and that's why I do the poultry farming. I think the benefits are many. Look at the eggs, look at the meat, look at the fact that you can get organic manure, which you can actually use on the farm, and you have great vegetables, and the list goes on, and money in the pocket.
The momentum extends into Kakamega and Nandi counties, where the challenges of high feed costs are met with local ingenuity. Here, women have become scientists of the soil.
In terms of feeds, that one I can attest. If you do not have feeds, you know what happens? Those chicken will start eating each other. They introduce something called cannibalism. Wanaenda tu wanadona mmoja, when the blood comes out, they eat that kuku, dies, they pick another one, like that, if there are no feeds. So imagine you have like 400 and you don't have food. Will you buy food for your children or for the poultry? When I used to do telephone farming, I used to go a lot into my pocket to make sure that the birds were okay, but I realized it was that was not business. That's why I decided to quit my job and just come and do it myself. But now, with a lot of planning, like you check the resources that you have, you check what you need for 1 month. I do a lot of planning, even sometimes when I want to dare and go a step further, a notch higher. Like this time I was doing 600 chicks. It was the first time I was doing 600 at a go. And I was asking my mentor, do you think I'll make it? And she said, business is not for the faint-hearted. Go for it. So I had paid for the chicks, I had paid for the transport, I had bought feeds for 2 weeks. 2 weeks only. So it means 2 weeks I needed to know where the money is going to come from. But by faith, so my prayer was, as I brood, the clients will keep coming in and they will buy the chicks and we will get feeds. And that's exactly what happened. After week 1, I got clients who took 100 chicks and they bought food. At week 2, I got clients and they bought feed. Now the money that has been coming, unajua unarudisha kwanza. So after making sure 1 month is okay, and I have growers, 1 bag that will take them once they are 1 month old, I now pay deposit for the next chicks. Yeah. So I have already paid deposit for the chicks that are coming on 21st and for the next month. So I am done with, when I do my worksheet, the bookkeeping, I've already paid back all the money that I spent on the chicks. So whatever is now remaining should be my profit. So ni kujinyima. So like the money will come. Even my children will see the money has come, but we are not eating meat. Inakuja tu hivi, unaambia boda, endo uchukue chakula. Then you have your bag of. Then I have peace of mind. I can actually sit, relax. Sisi tutakula sukuma for the time being. Ama tukule kuku moja hapo. And life goes on. So a lot of planning has to be in place for you to be able to succeed. And also don't take too much that you cannot manage. Anza tu pole pole. Hizi vitu ni kama kuendesha gari. Unaanzanga na speed ile unaweza. Then as you zoea, you can risk kidogo kidogo.
Chakula kupatikana ni vigumu. Saisi kama unataka kuenda kununua lazima uende pengine paka Webuye na uwezi ukapata rahisi. Tena bei imepanda juu sana. So usipotumia ile chakula yenye iko well balanced, kuku zetu zinakufa. Sasa inabidi tuwe na ile mpango ya kupata tu ile chakula yenye tunaweza kuchundia tu huku nyumbani. Yani tukue na chakula ya kuundia huku nyumbani. Cost, tukipanda pikipiki cost. Unaenda Misihu au upati hiyo chakula, pengine uende Webuye. Na Webuye pengine tena hutapata. Sasa hiyo challenge imekuwa changamoto sana kwetu, mambo ya chakula. Sasa kuku zetu hata sisipokula vizuri asiwezi kudaka mayai. Tena sinakufa tu. Ukienda kununua chakula ingine kama si ile chakula yenye ulianza nayo, hii kuku inatofika tu, inaisha nguvu, haikuli hiyo chakula. Sasa inabidi tuwe sisi wenyewe tupate ile mafunzo ya kujifundisha sisi wenyewe hali ya kutengeneza chakula na tuwe na ile machine. Sasa hatuna machine, tutafanya aje? Inabidi tuwe na machine ya kuunda chakula ndio tufanye nini turahisishe hii chakula yetu iwe karibu.
To keep their flocks healthy, they use age-old natural remedies. A potent mixture of chili, aloe vera and garlic is added to the water, a natural antibiotic that wards off respiratory diseases without the heavy price tag of synthetic drugs.
Tunachukua kiazi ya aloe vera, kitunguu saumu, pilipili, alafu kuna hii ingine mkhereha, kwa jikoni tu, tuna hizo zinapatikana tu locally, ndio tunachanganya tunaiweka. Kosi tukienda madawa sa Agribusiness siko very expensive.
In Nandi County, we find Teresa, a woman who turned to poultry when her formal salary couldn't bridge the gap for her family's needs.
When I was employed, then I saw the pay slip is so shady, it cannot even feed me. And then it clicked my mind, why can't I keep kuku? Then I bought a kuku ajogo, and within no time, I'm seeing the chicken feeding my family. Before even end month, I have eggs, I have kuku kiasi ya kuuza, and then I saw, why can't I go for this? Kuku is ready money, kuku is easy to rear, it picks a small space, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Nikiamka asubuhi, nimelisha kuku yangu 100 ama 200, nimefunga hiyo nyumba ya kuku. I come in the evening, collect my eggs, see the health of my chicks, and that is it. So I love poultry because it doesn't take time, small space, and it is quick money. Yeah.
This movement is being fueled by more than just greed. Organizations like the BioVision Africa Trust are providing the software for this revolution across the 3 counties: training, technology, and market access.
at Biovision Africa Trust, we encourage farmers to go organic, in the sense that in their way of farming, they use, or as much as possible, they are able to use organic products in their production systems. In this case, we encourage farmers, for example, to use, we call them medicine. For example, you find that in the farmers' practice, they usually use substances like the pepper, I've talked about pepper, aloe vera, and even other plants like even Mexican marigold for treatment of various ailments in chicken. So that essentially is what we advocate for, because we advise the farmers to ensure that as much as possible they do not use method, or rather they do not use production inputs that are harmful to human health. But then even before we go that direction, one of the things that we encourage farmers to do is to ensure that the sanitation of where they are the housing of their poultry is proper, or rather is standard, in the sense that it is said that like 70% of the problems with regard to diseases can be well mastered if you have a properly constructed poultry house. So by advising our farmers to have a good poultry house, then by far we reduce the incidences of disease infections in their flock.
Technology is the bridge. Through simple SMS messages, farmers can consult agrovets instantly, diagnosing diseases before they spread through the hills of Nandi or the plains of Kakamega.
Hii mambo ya SMS, kulikuwa na mwalimu wetu anaitwa Anton. Alituletea akatufundisha mambo ya kuku. Tukapitia kwa ile mafunzo, tukaanza pia kutuma hizo message SMS. Hii mafundisho tulipata na shirika linaitwa Biovision. Na hii SMS yeye ndiye alitufundisha kupitia kwa SMS ya kwamba tuna SMS alafu tunapata majibu kwa hiyo SMS. Kwanza mambo ya kuku iko very delicate sana. Sasa lazima upitie kwa ile SMS yenye tulikuwa tunapitia ndani, tukapata ya kwamba lazima kuna diseases zenye zinafuatilia makuku sana. Hizi kuku zetu, dawa za kienyeji kama pilipili, alveria, tunguu saumu, hizo pia tunachanganya pamoja, tunaweka kwa maji, tunaspare. Na hiyo ni dawa mzuri sana kwa kuku zetu. Kwa sababu tukiwapea siwezi kukohoa, sinakaa smart. Hata hizi ugonjwa zingine zikiingia siwezi kunini. Hatutumiangi sana hii madawa ya duka, kwa sababu tuko na hii SMS huwa tunatuma, alafu tunapata majibu haraka haraka.
Can we make these women to be known and to be seen in the community doing something only through poultry? Can we even get a group of women and take them for a benchmarking in other counties and see that kumbe this thing is doable? Can we incorporate the whole family, the children and mzee, to do it poultry? Finally to unify our family that kumbe hata kuku ni kitu inaleta faida kwa nini kwa boma.
As the sun sets over the poultry houses of Western and North Rift Kenya, the golden feather revolution shows no signs of slowing down. What began as a way to put food on the table has become a path to land ownership and education. From the markets of Kakamega to the farms of Bungoma and the cooperatives of Nandi, the humble chicken has become a symbol of something much greater: the power of a woman with a plan and the resilience of the Kenyan spirit. If you believe in the power of rural empowerment, please like, share and hit the subscribe button. Support the African Farming Journal as we grow a future that feeds and sustains us all.